Fuck. Did I just record a video yesterday which had no fucking audio in it? Well, crap. Anyway, we have audio now. I haven't actually unzipped it this yet.
Select logo Windows 367 Mine survival versus debug information in Nutship. Mine survival 316 Mine survival versus debug information in Nutship 3701 Mine BFD12 59 Mono BNet 91 third party Mine survival DXE 600 open save file location Unity crash handler 16 layer.dll Unity crash opens platform Mono BNet B3D12 logo Windows 367 Mine survival data 360 B3D12 B3D12 4.dll 59 selected B3D Mine survival versus debug information data 3701 selected plugins 3700 selected data Mine survival versus debug information in Nutship 3701
right. But it's kind of funny.
File explorer items list Mine survival 1 context menu open archive 1 open extract files
He'll solve it.
extract 348
Okay. Extract here.
Remaining time files total size speed process compress 18%, 17%.
Yeah, I haven't even unzipped this.
27%, 40%, 39%, 56%, 56%, 72%.
Played it before. A few times. Previous versions. First alpha 0.6, I believe. So, 2. Limit. Let's just launch it.
Welcome to Mine Survival. It is recommended to go through this tutorial and check the settings menu before playing any game mode. If NVDA was detected, the game was now switched on NVDA mode, where menus are red for your NVDA screen readers. Mode might still contain bugs, and you will need to press the skip button
for your NVDA
screen. Disable keyboard echo and NVDA settings for best experience. You can copy subtitles or voices to the clipboard using CT on your keyboard.
Okay. Great. Wait.
This game is a three-dimensional audio game. It is therefore essential that sounds coming from your right are heard in your right ear, and that sounds coming from your left are heard in your left ear.
Oh,
if your headphones aren't properly balanced,
or
you have a minor hearing loss in one ear, it might help to adjust the stereo balance in this game's settings menu. If the following audio cues are heard in the wrong ear, your headphones might be on the wrong way. This should be coming from your left. This should be coming from your right.
Press confirm or save to continue.
Okay.
Mine survival. Use vertical keys up and down to navigate. Use the horizontal keys left and right to change difficulty on the selected game mode. Confirm with enter spacebar or start on the controller.
Great.
Story mode. Mine survival. Use vertical key. Story game modes. Tutorial from beginning. Challenges. Tutorial game modes. Story mode. Game mode. Select the game mode. Use vertical endless easy. Select the game mode. Endless training tunnel. Bomb defusal savage mode. Beginner. Bomb defusal survival. Back. Bomb savage mode. Beginner. Tunnel.
Why is bomb defusal mode in here?
Mine survival. Story mode. Game modes. Tutorial from beginning.
Welcome to the interactive tutorial of Blind Survival. This game is controlled like a traditional first-person shooter. There are 3 input methods: mouse and keyboard, keyboard only, or a gamepad. An important note before we begin.
I don't have a mouse.
If you want to repeat previous dialogue in this game, you can press the F1 key, enter, or select on a gamepad.
Great.
This button can also be used to skip dialogue.
Okay. Sure.
A zombie will soon appear. To protect yourself, a gun has been equipped.
Okay.
With PC controls, you can aim using your mouse or the left and right arrow keys. With the controller, you can do this with the right joystick or the left and right trigger. On PC, you can fire the gun with the left mouse button, spacebar, or the up arrow. On a controller, you can use the main right button close to your thumb, often labeled the B button. Or you can shoot with the right shoulder button. In the future, the fire button will be referred to as the activation button or the confirm button. Alright, back to business. The zombie spawns now.
Oh yeah!
Great job on killing your first zombie. Your next objective is to follow the path of sound. Rotate towards the sound just like you did with the zombie, and walk towards it using the W, A, S, and D keys.
Alright.
Or the left joystick on a controller. If you're using a keyboard, I recommend placing your middle finger on the W key, so you can use them like arrow keys.
Oh god, the turning's quick as hell. Yeah.
Congrats on reaching your first checkpoint. Some sounds in this game will have a lower pitch if they come from behind you. This is especially useful for zombie sounds and sonar sounds.
Right, zombies.
Now, continue following the path of sound.
This is fun. what? Like, I can't. What is depressing? Lazy. He just made it loop right back. This is fucking slow in this game. God.
For this
Yeah, I
next
just
part,
walked
a
faster.
knife will appear on the ground. If you're facing it and standing close enough, a snapping sound will play, and the sonar sound will stop. This indicates that you can interact with the activation button.
Okay, let's grab our knife here to kill some zombies. God, I can't. This was like the first game I played for, I think.
A new zombie will appear, but this time you'll fight it using your knife. Once you touch a zombie, a melee battle will begin. During the
Cool.
battle, you and the zombie will face off. The zombie can attack from your left, your right, or directly in front of you, and you will need to counter its attacks. For example, if the zombie attacks from your right, you will need to counter to your right. If you counter in the wrong direction,
Great.
you will lose health. On PC, you can move the mouse in the direction you want to counter and press the left mouse button. Or you can use the arrow keys. On a controller, you can use the left joystick. Fight!
Kill it.
Wow, you actually killed a zombie with just a knife. For this next part, I'll teach you how to sneak. If you tap the shift key, you'll start sneaking until you tap the shift key again. However, you can also sneak by holding down the shift key. This means you'll stop sneaking once you release the shift key. On a controller, you'll need to press down the left joystick to sneak. By sneaking, you can get really close to a zombie without it noticing you. If you sneak so close to it that you can hear its heartbeat, it means you can perform a critical hit, killing normal zombies instantly. But be cautious, because accidentally touching the zombie will trigger a melee battle, and using your knife from too far away will let the zombie hear the knife, and it will reveal your position. Sneak up to the zombie, and when you hear its heartbeat, perform a critical kill using the activation button.
Yes. Fucking hate zombies.
Great job! You killed a zombie with a critical kill. That marks the end of the tutorial. But there's one more thing I should mention.
Oh,
If you
fuck.
press the F
This
key on your
tutorial is way-
keyboard, or press down the right joystick, you will enter focus mode, where sonar sounds are disabled. This can be useful when concentrating on the gameplay. Thank you so much for playing Blind Survival, and I hope you have fun in the story and the other game modes.
Blind survival. Use vertical keys up and down. Story mode. Blind survival. Use
Okay.
story mode. Story mode. Use vertical keys up. New game. Story mode. New game. Back. Blind story mode. Game mode. Story mode. Story mode. New game.
One day. Just one day. That was all it took to make this place a nightmare. The day before that day, a man had shown up early for his work as a radio broadcaster. He went there alone to pre-record a program that would air later that day. But after the program had aired, some parts of it was mysteriously gone, just like the radio host himself. Can you hear that? It's the sound of ocean waves and the sheep roaming the fields. Actually, we're in a studio right now, so Anyway, I'm Dr. Andrew, expert on the history of the Gari Island. This is known as one of the most peaceful places on Earth, but the people who grew up here often get to hear the story of the brutal civil war that happened over 100 years ago. Almost half of the inhabitants died. My grandpa used to tell me the story every night before I went to sleep. It always brings me such joy when the great hero climbed the watchtower. Fun fact, we can actually see the watchtower from the studio. For better or worse, the military force that the island once had withered away like autumn leaves. Probably because no one believes we would go to war again after how many that lost their lives in the Civil War. And during this tough time, people had to find new ways to support themselves. One of these ways was by exporting wool, thanks to the special breed of sheep that lives on this island. Therefore, a lot of people consider the sheep to be holy. Unfortunately, a few sheep mysteriously disappeared a few weeks ago, and many older folks are taking it as a bad omen. And the fact that the government is trying to sweep it under the rug isn't making people calmer. Especially when you consider that the annual sheep festival is held today. Regardless, Gari still remains a very peaceful island, even though it is still quite unknown. But that's the end of this small history lesson, and I hope you enjoyed the sheep festival. Finally done recording. Now it's time to pay that watchtower a visit. A scream pierces through the night, jolting you wide awake. You call out to your friends, but get no response. The sudden realization that you're alone in the tent makes adrenaline surge through your veins. But if one of your friends are in trouble, you have no choice but to leave the tent and investigate. There's a camping knife in your bag. You should take it before you head out.
Yeah, let's get a knife.
You retrieve the knife from your bag. You have now obtained your first weapon. To equip the weapon, you must first open the inventory menu. There are two ways to do this. Either you can open the pause menu by pressing start on your controller or escape on your keyboard and then selecting the inventory. Or you can press the I key on your keyboard to open it instantly. The inventory consists of 3 slots. In each slot, you can put a different weapon or equipable item. You can use up and down buttons to navigate between the different slots.
Oh, that's
Once a slot
cool.
is selected, you can press right and left buttons to change the equipped item inside it. Please put the camping knife inside a slot and then exit the inventory with the escape button or back button on your controller.
Weapons, navigate up and down to select. Slot 1 empty-handed. Weapons, navigate up and down. Slot 1 empty-handed. Camping knife. Empty-handed. Camping knife.
Camping
Slot 2 empty-handed.
knife.
Empty-handed. Empty-handed. Slot 3 Slot 1 camping knife. Pause menu. Use navigation keys to select an option. Continue.
Good job! The camping knife is now equipped in a slot. You can switch between the slots using the 1, 2 and 3 keys on your keyboard respectively, or the D-pad left, up and right, where left is the first slot, up is the second, and right is the third.
Obviously.
You can now continue your adventure.
Let's pull up the camping knife. Because why wouldn't you use a fucking camping knife?
What the?
Oh,
That's the sound of a zombie, just like the ones you've heard in countless horror movies. And judging by the screams earlier, this is no prank. This is a real zombie. And you have no idea how many more could be roaming around the camping site. You should sneak past into the forest by following the river to your left. But part of you also want to fight this zombie.
I am gonna fight it.
You manage to kill the zombie, but sadly, the victim is giving no signs of being alive. You think they're already dead. The thought of touching a dead body frightens you, but you need to know if it's one of your friends. You kneel down and check the body. It appears to be a short woman wearing a negligee. You unwillingly give out a sigh of relief. That's not one of your friends. You realize that if you don't run off into the forest by following the river to your left, you might end up like this poor woman.
Blind survival. Will you live to hear another day?
The sound you just heard indicates that the game has been saved. You've now unlocked the ability to hear walls. When facing an object that you can't walk through, like the fence preventing you from walking into the river, a metronome sound will play. The volume of the sound is determined by the distance to the object you're facing. Use this to swiftly traverse your environments. The sense of the forest brings back pleasant memories of the childhood vacations to this island. The calm atmosphere is bringing down your adrenaline levels, making you realize that it's actually quite cold. It appears the morning sun has yet to grace the dense canopy with its warmth. Following the river should be a good way to not get lost in the forest.
I heard something, but is that a person making a noise? What the? Ooh, cabin. I think, based on the original plot, but I might be wrong.
Seems to be a door to a house. Surprisingly, the door isn't locked. You step inside. You smell gunpowder. Are there weapons nearby?
Okay.
There's a chair standing in front of a desk.
Oh yeah, I can't remember this puzzle from when I was very little. Let's say this. Because this wasn't it.
A glass shelf. You wonder if there's some way to open it. You have a feeling there might be weapons inside. You can probably use the chair to break it open.
Let's.
There's a chair in front of a desk. You can use it to break open the glass shelf. With incredible strength, you pick up the not-so-heavy chair. Seems like all those hours at the gyms really paid off.
But not so heavy. I love that. That is awesome.
You brace yourself and, carefully not to hurt yourself on the glass, you feel around the inside.
Come on, that wasn't even
There's a
blood.
gun here.
Freaking gun.
You hope there's
Whatever.
ammunition nearby. You've now found a gun, a powerful but very loud ranged weapon. Using it will cause zombies in the area to hunt you. Fire it using your activation button. Now, please open your inventory.
Oh yeah, I will.
You should now put the gun inside a different slot than where you have the knife. When you have the gun and the knife inside different slots, you can easily switch between them during combat.
Weapons. Navigate down this slot 1 camping knife. Slot 2 empty and gun. Empty handed. Gun. Slot 1 camping knife. Slot 2 gun. Pause menu. Use navigation keys to select an inventory. Pause menu. Inventory. Continue. Quiz. Continue.
The knife and the gun are now equipped in 2 different slots, and you can easily change between them using the number keys on your keyboard or the D-pad on your controller. This will be very useful inside combat, because now you can go from ranged to melee. But before you can use the gun, you will need to find some ammunition for it.
That's what's gonna be. All right.
You check the desk where the chair was standing. You found some ammo. You feel ready to go back to the camping site. With newfound courage, you step out of the house, but an unfortunate surprise awaits. After leaving the hunting lodge, you quickly realize that the area has been surrounded by zombies. If you use your new gun, it will reveal your location, and they might all come for you. It might be best to be sneaky this time, but this choice is up to you.
$19, $18, $17, $16, $15,
Sword. Mission failed.
After leaving the hunting lodge, you quickly realize
I'm gonna revenge you. Son.
$19, $18,
Sword. Mission.
After leaving the hunting lodge, you quickly realize that the area
Shit. I literally can't gun them all down. Sad. Critical hit. Come, zombies. Critical hit.
$19, $18, $17,
Sword.
after leaving the hunt.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna kill ya.
Critical.
Come on, zombies.
Critical.
Critical. Finish up this stupid zombie.
Critical.
Bad zombie.
Critical.
I finished it off.
Focus on. Focus off. Nineteen.
This is nothing watch. This is nothing watch. This is nothing watch. This is nothing watch. You exterminate all the zombies in the area. Time to follow her and get back to the camping site. This is nothing watch. This is
Focus on. 18. Focus off. 17.
This is nothing watch.
16.
This is nothing watch. This is nothing watch.
There's a flowing river on my right side, right?
15. Focus on. Focus off. Focus on. $14.
Finally back to the camping site. You forgot your phone in the tent this morning. It might have news about what's going on, and perhaps your friends have tried to contact you. Joel and Sophie are strong, but you're still very worried for them.
13.
Stop trying, stupid gun.
This is a tent. You should follow the edge and walk in through the entrance.
How about
This is a tent. You should follow.
that you
You go to
stupid
the tent. It doesn't seem like your own, but you should check it out.
A basket filled with small spray bottles. You gently spray and... Oh, this is pepper spray. Just what were these people needing all these pepper sprays for? You take a few bottles and put it into your bag. It might prove useful in combat. You can use the pepper spray to escape melee battles with zombies. This will stun the zombie, giving you a chance to escape, or enabling a critical attack with a melee weapon. To use a bottle during a melee battle, press Escape on your keyboard, or the Select or Back button on your controller. If you want to know how many bottles you currently have, equip it to a weapon slot and activate it. Don't worry, this will not consume any bottles. A bag of clean clothes. This could be useful to remember. What's this? A bikini. Not even Sophie would wear something this revealing in public. You hope she's safe right now.
You exit the tent. Your own tent should be nearby.
This appears to be your tent, but why was the zipper closed? That's not how you left it this morning. You can also smell an unfamiliar scent. Someone or something has been in your tent. Your phone is still under the pillow where you left it this morning. There's an unread message from Joe. Your heart skips a beat.
Hey, we heard a strange noise and we'll investigate the situation. Don't be scared if you wake up alone.
This message must have been sent before you woke up. And of course the mobile network isn't working. You put the phone in your pocket. You look in Joel's bag. He's a hunter and had been looking forward to hunting in the forest. His gun is nowhere to be found, so perhaps he took it with him when they left to investigate. Or the person who has been in your tent took it. Sophie's bag is also still here. Apparently, she didn't take her phone with her. What in the world could make Sophie leave without her phone? You two were supposed to go to the rocky beach today, but you suppose that will be another time, if ever.
Oh wow, that was brutal.
After checking your tent, you'll realize that the first aid kit you brought in case of emergency is gone. Did the person who was in your tent take it with them? Considering how fresh the scent is, you assume they're pretty close. Maybe they went to the main camping building for protection. There should also be food supplies there. You decide to track them down and see if they know something about this absurd situation.
Right. I wonder if our main character is flying.
The main building is at the opposite side of the river, so it should be to your right. This is the camping building. You walk through the door.
This is the entrance hall. The same scent that was in your tent is also here. They must be somewhere inside. It's surreal to think
His story
that you had
isn't
an
so long, I
ordinary
don't think.
breakfast here yesterday.
Sad, but you know, that's okay.
There's a map of the building on this wall. You remember that it has 2 floors and a basement. The upper floor has a restaurant, and the basement has an underground gym and a pool area.
Focus on.
The sound of a door closing? That must be the survivor. A desk fan. It's powered by a battery bank. You miss when the summer's biggest problem was the heat on this island.
But this fan is powered by a battery tank. You missed the summer's biggest problem was the heat on this island. This room has the stairs to the next floor and the door to the basement.
This is the door to the basement. It has an electronic lock so only guests can enter. But it must have lost power because your electronic key isn't working. You know that the survivor is inside, and that there are spare keys in the restaurant upstairs.
Oh fuck, we're so gonna be zombies there, I think.
You are not alone in the restaurant. You know there are many fans mounted on the wall to the left. You can use the sound of them to guide you to the other side of the room.
Critical.
I need to clear out some zombies here.
Critical.
I can't have a room full of goddamn zombies.
Critical. Critical.
There you are. I traversed the room. All zombies dead.
You
Dead than
opened the
anything
fridge.
else.
Because of the power outage, some of the food has gotten warm, but it should be fine to eat for some time still. You take a water bottle and your favorite fruit from the fridge.
What
This
could
is
that
the
be?
box with the spare keys. It doesn't seem to have been opened recently though. How did the survivor get into the basement? Let's hurry and catch up with them.
Yes! Finally, let's catch up with the survivor. Something. Now, sneaking is great. I can just sneak up on a bunch of zombies and catch them with ribbons. Isn't that just
You walk
great?
down the stairs.
Okay, let's see here. There's a fan somewhere around here. The basement door should be... Yes, here.
Who's there? Show yourself.
That's the voice of Dr. Andrew, a famous professor and historian. You even heard him talk on the radio yesterday. You call out to him and ask what happened.
Well, I got ambushed by zombies, but I managed to escape. However, I got injured on the way. Luckily, I managed to find a first aid kit in one of the tents outside this building. But I can barely move, so if I would go out to try to help, I would probably just become a zombie's breakfast.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. You explained to him that you're blind, and that you're trying to find your friends, and that you would do anything to help the island.
Do you remember, on the morning radio yesterday, I mentioned an old watchtower? That watchtower actually has a special system that makes it able to communicate with the outside world without using the mobile network. People might have already gone there to seek help. Maybe your friends are even there right now.
Now that you think about it, you do remember hearing about the technology that was recently implemented into the watchtower. It's silly you hadn't thought about it earlier.
You look like you've already decided to go. Luckily, it's not very far from here. There's a small bridge that leads across the river. You should be able to find it by walking straight forward from this building's entrance. Past that bridge, there will be a little road that leads to a village. But that village has been abandoned for quite some time now, since people moved into the city. However, the houses and their interiors have been kept the same, so that people can find out how we used to live. For example, the houses are very well built for their time, and the well that people used to get their water from is still being maintained. This way visitors of the village can still drink the water. But I shouldn't go on a history lesson right now. Before you leave, I would like to give you something. It's a communication device that we use in the radio team. I always keep one extra in hand in case I need it. So if you get in trouble, you can still contact me. Come closer and hold out your hand.
Andrew put a small round device in your hand. It has an earphone attached to it. You really hope that Andrew will be alright, but you need to head to the watchtower as soon as possible.
It's nice seeing a friendly face. I hope that most people in the city are still fine. I wish you luck.
You walk back to the entrance hall. This room has the door to the underground gym. It also has This room has the door to the underground gym. It also has the stairs to the restaurant, but you don't want to go up there again. Walk back into the entrance hall.
Nineteen.
Just gonna blast the hell with my gun.
You exit the camping building.
As you leave the building, you can sense something big coming straight towards you. It's a zombie, but it seems both bigger and stronger than other zombies you've fought. It won't be so easily killed.
18.
Fight.
Mission.
As you leave the
18. 17. 16. 15.
fight.
Son of a bitch.
The zombie falls dead to the ground. You're exhausted after the battle, but you need to push forward and get to the bridge leading across the river.
14.
Fucking zombies. I hate zombies. So much. Zombies suck.
This is 10. You can refill your ammo from Joel's bag. You refill your ammo from Joel's hunting equipment.
Great. I can refill my ammunition.
You walk out of your tent after in order to get to the watchtower. You need to walk over the bridge across the river.
The bridge is narrow but sturdy. You cross the river.
What the
19.
hell is that?
This is it. This road will lead to your friends in safety. It's truly been a long and horrible day.
This game is kind of fun.
Ouch! You almost tripped on something. It's a bag. Someone has been here recently. There's a lot of things in the bag, and even ammunition. If this person had a weapon, why did they leave a bag on the road?
19.
Shut. Fuck, I accidentally fired my gun.
The sound of the river is long gone, and you're afraid of getting lost. Is this really the right way? Despite your worries of going in the right direction, the peaceful atmosphere here is making you very, very tired. Lying down to rest for a while wouldn't hurt, right? This might be the safest place to rest, after all.
No. That is a really bad idea.
There's a big rock here. It's perfect to rest your body against it, and in a few moments, you've fallen asleep.
Hang on. Hello?
Uh-oh, a zombie sneaked up on you while you were sleeping. It seems like it alerted all other zombies. There's just too many of them. You gotta run.
Eighteen.
Nope.
17.
Sword. Mission.
Uh-oh.
Grab my knife.
Sword. Mission.
The fuck?
Uh-oh.
Come on. Don't force me. Come on. Please don't.
18.
Sword.
Uh-oh.
I'm just grab the fuck out of my knife so I can stealth kill anything I come across because I don't want to die again.
Pause menu, use navigation key to select an option. Continue game with escape.
You suddenly lose your foothold and tumble down a hill. Your head smashes hard into a stone, and everything fades away.
It's not good.
The first thing you hear is the birds chirping. You're not in any pain. Was that all just a dream? Or perhaps this is the gate to the afterlife. But if you're dead, shouldn't things feel different somehow? As you carefully stand up, a gentle breeze blows through your hair and clothes. The wind is neither too warm nor too cold. It's wind chimes hanging from a tree. Could this be the gate to the afterlife? You notice something on the tree. Tracing your finger along its shape, you instantly remember it from the museum trip yesterday. The rebellion's mark. During the Civil War, this symbol helped unite the nation and gave strength to the common folk in the fight against the tyrants who had enslaved them. Just what is this place? You realize that if anyone knows about it, it's Andrew. But the device that was previously in your pocket is gone. It must have fallen out while you were escaping the zombies. A wave of despair runs through you as you realize you're alone and lost in the woods.
Too fucking bad.
This seems to be an altar. Is this place a shrine of some kind?
Probably not.
This appears to be a sign. You scan it using your phone's OCR function to have it read to you. On this holy ground, a precious treasure sleeping. The wind be the key.
Huh?
This seems to be an altar.
How the fuck am I
The
supposed to
sign
figure that out?
says, on this holy ground. You remove the wind chimes from the tree. The sign says, on this holy ground, a precious treasure sleeping. The wind be the key. The wind,
Yeah, bro.
You examine the altar more carefully and notice a strange hole at the back. It's shaped like the bell of the wind chime. You fit it into the opening, and it clicks into place. You notice that the top of the altar has come loose. You carefully remove it, revealing a hidden compartment within. You feel your hands brushing a smooth wooden surface. You grab it to inspect it. It's a bow, and as soon as you hold it up, you feel a strange power course within you. There's also a quiver filled with arrows next to it.
Magic? What the?
A sheep sneaked up on you and almost gave you a heart attack. You had no idea sheep could still be found in the wild on the Gari Island. It seems as though the sheep wants to show you something. Bows were the primary weapons for warriors throughout Gari's history. They're powerful ranged weapons and are also much quieter than a firearm. Hold down the activation button and release it when fully drawn to fire. You can equip it in any slot from your inventory.
Weapons navigator down to select slot 1 cap, slot 2 gun, slot 3 empty pepper spray, legendary bow empty-handed, empty-handed, empty-handed pepper spray, legendary bow.
Legendary bow, okay.
Pause menu.
Following a fucking sheep, what the fuck? This turned from zombie horror to defend, to get a magical bow and sheep or something like that. Nah, not magical. I don't think that. Maybe actually it is. I don't
The
know.
sheep has led you to an open space. However, you can hear zombies approaching. You must protect the sheep and the sanctuary.
How about
18. 29. 28. 27.
Swarmed. Mission.
The sheep has led you to...
$29. 28. 27. 26. 25. 24. 23. 22. 21. 20.
shit?
19. 18. 17. 16. 15.
This is like really fucking scary.
14. 13. 12. 11.
The last zombie falls dead before you. The sanctuary is saved, and it seems like the sheep ran away during the ambush. Suddenly, the sound of church bells pierces through the air. That's it. It must be coming from the church of the old village. You are no longer lost, and there is no time to lose.
Let's follow it. Yep, I'm getting the bow out. Damn, arrows. That was actually pretty
As you
fun.
begin walking towards the village, you suddenly hear a group of zombies. It appears as though they are fighting amongst themselves. This unique zombie behavior piques your interest. You decide to eliminate them and find out what they are fighting over.
10. 9. 8. 7.
After exterminating the last zombie, you can finally inspect what they were fighting over. There's no doubt about it. It's the device Andrew gave you, and it even smells from your perfume. It must have fallen out of your pocket when escaping the zombies. Why were the zombies fighting over this device? Could this be the reason that zombies have gone more aggressive after you met Andrew? The more you think about it, the more suspicious Andrew seems. Firstly, was the fact that he seems to have accessed the underground gym without a spare key. And now it seems that this device he gave you might be the reason zombies have gone more aggressive. You hold the device's earphone close to your ear and push some buttons. However, it seems like nothing works. Maybe the zombies broke it. And since it seems to be broken, you decide to put it back into your bag. It shouldn't cause any more trouble now.
But it's like a receiver or something from what I can gather. Maybe it's just one person. Maybe it's evil. I don't know. Could be evil. I don't know.
Six. 5. 4. 3.
4.
The last zombie falls dead before you. The sanctuary is saved, and it seems like the sheep ran away during...
What? What is wrong? Look at my firearm.
As you begin walking towards the village, you suddenly hear a group of zombies. It appears as though they are fighting amongst themselves.
What? Who did this?
18. 17. 16. 15.
Sword.
The last...
Pause menu. Use navigation keys to select an option.
10. 9.
Sword.
The last...
Is it weird?
As you begin walking towards the village, you suddenly hear a group of zombies.
Ten. 9. 8. 7.
Sword.
The last...
I think the game is bugged. It's funny. Like, but it's really funny.
10. 9. 8.
After exterminating the last zombie, you can finally inspect what they were fighting over. What? First, you hold...
Just walk towards the bell tower, I guess. This is weird. Okay, we're on solid ground now, at least. Apparently we was. Now we're not anymore. Okay, I can see what all of this is.
Whoa, you nearly tripped on something. Wait, that's the same bag you almost tripped on earlier. It seems like the zombie ambush after your nap sent you in a huge circle. At least now you're back on track. You refill your ammo from the bag once again.
$29.
Sword.
The last zombie.
Come on, what the fuck? That's stupid.
As you begin walking towards the village, you suddenly
18, 17,
Sword.
the last zombie.
Fuck you.
10,
Sword.
You son of a bitch. But it's so evil.
As you
10,
Pause menu. Use navigation key to select an option. Continue game with escape. Inventory. Pause menu. Use Inventory. Continue. Blind survival. File explore. Blind survival. Yes, yes, volume slide. New mic property volume slider. Run dialog. Type the name. Untitled. Notepad. AHON. Hang on. Notepad. Don't save. Press. Yes, 1.0.1. Profile. Untitled. Blind survival. File. Third party 509. Blind survival. Blind survival. Inventory. Continue. Quiz. Continue. Quiz. Continue. As you begin walking towards the village, you suddenly hear a group of zombies that appear as though they are fighting amongst themselves. This unique zombie behavior piques your interest. You decide to eliminate them and find out what they are fighting over. As you begin walking towards the village, you suddenly hear a group of zombies that appear.
Sword.
the last zombie.
Pause menu. Use navigation keys to select an option. Continue game with escape.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
As you begin
10, 9,
Sword.
the la- as you
10, 9, 8, 7,
Sword.
the last
Pause menu. Use navigation keys.
10, 9,
Sword.
All set before you. This action is saved, and it seems like the sheep ran away.
Okej, jag har mördat den där grejen.
as you begin walking towards the village. The last as you begin
What's that thing?
Critical. Critical. Critical.
Good, we're pulling them off real quickly now.
After exterminating the last zombie,
You all the devices your phone close to your ear and push some buttons. However, it seems like nothing works. Maybe.
Ten. 9. 8.
Fight.
Huh?
Pause menu. Use navigation keys to select an option. Continue game with escape.
Okay.
Inventory. Pause menu. Use navigation key.
Okay. I think we're free to go to a bank. Whatever. So, yeah.
whoa, you nearly tripped up.
Critical. Critical. Critical.
A large iron gate. This must be the entrance to the old village. You gently shove it open and step inside. As you enter the old village, you decide to lock the gate behind you. Humans can quite easily reach around and open it from the other side, but you hope the zombies won't be able to get in so easily now. A sign. You scan it with your phone to have it read aloud. This village has been preserved for historical purposes. Therefore, we encourage visitors to be careful with anything they see here. To the left, you can see a maintained well. If you wish to try drinking the water, there are instructions next to it. In front of you lays a church. The church is still used as a gathering place to this day. The outside of the church has been maintained, but the inside recently got renovated. And to the right stands a watchtower. Over 100 years ago, this watchtower was used to signal that the Civil War had finally ended. For more details, feel free to scan the below QR code to listen to a radio program by Dr. Andrew. The radio program does a deep dive into this village history. Sadly, you don't have time to listen to that right now.
Just continue walking towards these.
You call out into the village, but there is no response. Chills run down your spine as you understand that you might be the only one who made it here.
You call out into the village, but there is no response. You call out into the village. You call out into the village.
Yeah, I see an entrance on the thing. Go on. Yeah, an entrance.
The stairs leading up to the church. You wonder if the church bells were activated by someone, or if they were activated automatically by a timer. For a few moments you consider walking into the church, but you decide that if you are the only one who has made it here, it is of utmost importance to make it to the tower and call for help. The sign said that it would be to the right. A house. Exterior is smooth to the touch. A house. The stairs leading up to the church.
This is so difficult to navigate. I can see whatever this is.
After many twists and turns, you have finally made it to your destination, the old village watchtower. Even though you haven't found any of your friends, you're still hopeful that you can use the old watchtower to call for help. You start climbing the ladder, beginning your ascent. And so, the hero climbed the watchtower to raise the flag of victory. Or wasn't that how the story ended? Little did most people know that the fighting would continue in the shadows for decades. Is that Andrew? Natives of the island were given chances to follow the New World Order and to gain monetary success. But they didn't want power, didn't want money, they just wanted to keep their traditions. And the natives got what they wanted, thanks to those fluffy sheep. They found monetary success and kept their traditions. So when the rebellions did end up winning, there were some losers not content with the outcome of the war. And they decided that maybe they could win in the long run. How, you ask? Well, by integrating themselves in the island's society and transforming it from the inside. For example, they would make money from tourism and this island's interesting history. But to this day, there is only room for a few dozen tourists at once, even though this is a fantastic vacation spot. This is of course because the natives have been fighting back on their tourism for so long, because they argue that it would destroy their traditions. So this eventually led to the losers becoming a little less conventional in the ways they wanted to make more money. You see, me, Dr. Andrew, isn't just an historian. I'm also a bioscientist. And those fluffy sheep have some unique biochemical properties. Like, for example, their blood can be used to mutate human cells. And mixing those properties into a modified virus and releasing it into a big festival.
Oh.
I must, however, congratulate you on your successful journey thus far. You see, I really did think that radio device I gave you would make the zombies eat you up like a snack. Seems I shouldn't have underestimated a blind person, though. You see, the zombies are attracted to certain sounds and radio waves, some of which can't be heard with the human ear. Some sounds make them peaceful and calm, while others make them hungry for human flesh. In other words, they can be controlled. A relentless army under one's command, you might say. Now, that is certainly one way to achieve a new world order. However, there is one big problem. The virus only works on natives of this island. So if I were to make governments believe I hold this crazy power to turn everyone into zombies, well, then I need to get rid of the tourists' unmutated bodies first. And then no one shall ever know that the virus only works on natives of this island. So I've given sleeping drugs to the tourists and transported them into the church's underground tunnels, where they will meet their explosive fate. The tunnels will come crashing down and there will be no evidence left of them. You're probably wondering if this watchtower can be used to call for help. Too bad! Yesterday, I modified it with the help of a few hackers that also helped me take over the mobile network. I can even turn the watchtower into a giant zombie magnet by inverting the radio waves. Something I shall activate right now. Oh, the bomb, you ask? It activates in 1 hour and 32 minutes and 52 seconds. Now 51 seconds, 50, yes. Haha! And there's only one way to defusing the bomb. It's that radio device I gave you. It's actually just a normal hacking device that I modified to send out some radio waves, and that also happens to have a feature to disarm the bomb I made. But that is no concern for me, because you will soon meet your fate as the zombies storm the tower. Only breadcrumbs shall remain of you. Thank you very much for listening to me, by the way. It was a pleasure having you around for the show, and to finally have someone I can share my plans with. Farewell, hero. You're in total shock from this man's insanity, but there's no time to be shocked.
Like, I
You
love
still don't
Logic,
hear any
like,
zombies,
yeah,
so there's
I'll
still a
give you
chance you
way to
can
destroy
escape down the
me,
ladder
but,
before
I
zombies
just
come to the tower.
don't think you'll do
Maybe
it.
you
So
can
why
even
not?
escape towards
Like,
the
that
church.
is awesome.
There's no time to lose.
Not good though. Fucking zombies. I hate zombies. Whatever.
You reach ground level just in time to hear zombies flooding the old village. It seems like locking the gate from the inside might have saved your life. No, not just your life, your friends and the other tourists as well. To the church!
Sword.
You reach ground.
Fuck!
A house. Exterior.
Sword.
You reach ground.
Sword.
You reach ground level just in.
Fuck! This thing is fucking evil.
A wooden.
You leave your item, please.
Sword.
You reach ground level just in. A house. Exterior. A house.
Sword.
You reach ground.
I fucking
A house.
hate this.
A house. A house.
Sword.
You. A house.
Well, how will I find my way?
Pause menu, use navigation keys to select an option. Continue inventory.
Sword.
A house.
Sword.
I fucking hate this crap.
Sword.
You reach
I hate zombies.
Critical.
Sword.
Okay.
a how. A how.
I hate zombies.
$29. $28.
Sword.
You reach ground.
19.
Sword.
You reach ground.
Okay.
19.
Do a gunshot. Start sneaking. And pull out my knife. They should have attracted us, motherfuckers.
Sword.
Fucking.
Pause menu. Use navigation.
please. How am I even supposed to bypass this puzzle?
A how.
I think they're docile.
Sword.
Okay. I think they're docile. Maybe. So I should be able to sneak past them. Maybe. Hopefully.
Pause menu. Use navigation keys to select an option. Continue game with escape. Inventory. Continue. Inventory.
Cannot open inventory when you're in a cutscene or there are monsters around.
Shit.
Sword.
You reach ground.
Alright.
You reach ground level just in time to hear zombies flooding the old village. It seems like walking the gate from the inside might have saved your life. No, not just your life, but your friends and the other tourists as well to the church.
How the fuck am I supposed to know what that is?
A how.
Sword.
Oh, fuck you. Don't hear me.
A house. A wooden crate. You flip it upside down and hide inside.
I think that's who's supposed to do it. Please say found fucking church. Please. Found fucking zombies. Yes! Fucking found it!
The big doors of the church loom over you. You push them open, preparing yourself for anything that might await inside. The church smells of old wood, but there's also another smell. You've actually been on a guided tour in the underground tunnels once before. It was a few years ago, but you remember the entrance being at the back side of the church, just behind the altar. As you continue to walk to the far end of the church, you suddenly realize what that other smell is. You're not alone in the church. Zombies sit motionless all around you, eerily calm and peaceful. Maybe they are enchanted by the sound of the church bells.
Think the key hat? Is to sneak past them.
The altar of the church. There's nothing strange about it. No secret keyholes or hidden passageways. Just the alarming voice in your head telling you to hurry up. You've reached the door to the underground tunnels. You remember the tour guide explaining that these tunnels were used as escape routes during the war. Apparently some tunnels lead to other parts of the island. That's when it hits you. Of course some crazy historian would know everything about some underground tunnel system. That's probably how he carried out his plan unnoticed, by transporting himself from place to place using the underground tunnels. And not just that. No one would as much as lift a finger in suspicion if he claimed to be doing research on the tunnels. Your hatred towards Andrew grows deeper.
I mean, we'll end up killing him in bed in this game.
What a genius trap, luring the zombies into the church and hypnotizing them, then rigging the tunnel door to immediately silence the bells, making the zombie swarm the intruder. You slam the door shut behind you, praying it will keep the zombies occupied for at least a short while.
Let's just walk. Let's just fucking go. I don't want to get swarmed to hell by a fucking zombie.
Yet another backpack. There's ammunition inside. You wonder if Andrew dropped it here.
Sword.
Examine the door.
Yet an...
Sword.
You slam the...
Apparently to like direct me on what comes to me.
Yet another...
Yet another backpack, yes we know. Fucking zombies. I hate zombies.
Sword.
No spray left.
Son.
Use the door shut behind you. Raven will keep the zombies occupied for at least a short while. Use the door shut behind you. Raven.
Perfect.
29. 28.
I don't like tangled zombies.
27.
I have to go that way. Short but fun.
26.
Nice. Ah?
Pause menu. Use navigation keys to blind survival. Blind survival. Pause menu. Content quiz. Blind survival. Use blind survival 5 OBS 31. Blind survival. Story mode game mode. Child setting credits quiz. Blind OBS blind survival 5 explore. Blind survival name left. OBS properties for volume slider music property control settings. Video configure start recording not check. Start virtual start stop streaming.